Good morning, everyone. I am a single-handed sailor, Minoru Saito. I'm here to speak with you and to share the spirit of never give up. In the last sailing, I have made the 8th global circumnavigation on a yacht at the oldest person and on the westward route. I left Yokohama port October 2nd, 2008, and returned there last year, September 17th. It took 3 years, such a long time. Yes. I was planning to come back in 10 months. The reason why it took such a long time is because the Cape Horn was in a terrible storm beyond my imagination. I really felt that the westbound route was so difficult for the first time. And when we're going round the Hayes Font, there is a limit of the time limit, and I was behind it. I should have finished rounding there in middle of March, but I was there 6th of April, so 3 weeks delay. And on top of it, and there was a season of high tide of Easter. And in this season, the wind became very rough. But still, I conquered Cape Horn. And at the Cape Horn at the time, I experienced a 10-meter high wave, and the wind was 60 knots or more. The crest of the wave crashed and hit the front of my boat. I stayed up for 36 hours consecutively, and held on the wheel, but I became so exhausted and I stopped and heaved to on my boat. I knew that I shouldn't have napped, but I went to sleep. I took a nap. And at the midnight, I heard floating ice hitting my boat many times. I heard it, and I should have got up, but I could not. And before the dawn, I knew that I have to start the engine, so I started the engine. However, the many blue color rope were swept away, and I had only one left, and that blue color rope entangled with the propeller and the rudder, and the boat was out of control. I contacted Tokyo immediately, and also contacted the Coast Guard of Chile Navy. Then, I don't know how it happened, but the Chile fish boat came to tow my boat, and took my boat to Patagonia, the port of Punta Arenas. And it was middle of winter in the South Hemisphere. I had to stay there, forced to stay there. And because I was sick, and I had to undergo surgery, and had to stay there for 10 months. Please imagine how I felt. But why, in that season, I took the westward route? Because I haven't done it. I haven't done the route. Before that time, I went eastward for 7 times. And another reason is that I wanted to take a challenge at that whole new level. If I liken the mount climbing, it's like climbing northward route of Mount Everest, or northward of Japan South Alps. So I achieved global circumnavigation, but I didn't experience such a strong storm before. So, but I came home successfully, so I think it's kind of a success. So, by the way, what is the attractiveness of ocean, which is the mother nature for all plants and all animals? So, the ocean is a mother for all living creatures. And you stand on the beach and look out the ocean, your vision will clear away and you feel a sense of a calm. Please try it. And when you on a single-handed sailing on a yacht, this is the best kind of freedom without any restraint. Probably you're living in Japan, a small island. You may feel some restraints, but you will feel such freedom on the ocean, open ocean, and I become happy there. And you're facing the nature, the wind and wave, cloud, and rain. And I observe them very carefully to project the weather. Otherwise, my boat will sink. So the solo sailor has to be able to do everything. And we had to handle engine generator and battery, navigation system. Therefore, a very busy task to be a single-handed sailor. And also you have to be able to very skilled as a professional sailor. So when you're on an open ocean, and I noticed many Western people are sailing on the open sea. However, I take very short nap, 1 to 2 hours, 3 times a day. But depending on the situation of the sea, I take only 1 or 2 naps. In Antarctic Sea, usually the storm, so I won't be able to sleep for many days. And I know many people who died in that condition. So single-handed sailing is a very severe task. And all the skippers or captains are responsible for everything during the journey. If you are working with the crew, you have to be also responsible for the lives of each crew. So they are risking the life. So they have a speech that they will go down with this boat when it sinks. The size of the boat doesn't matter. It's the same for warships. Because the responsibility is that high, and I'm practicing it when I am sailing. In case of Japan, skippers' responsibility may not be counted too seriously, but in the Western world, there's a heavy responsibility on the shoulder of the skippers. And I want to also mention, I was fighting alone, but I wasn't alone at all, because a few times a day, I communicate through ham radio, VHF, iridium satellite phone with other sailors or other race headquarters. From any Asian or sea areas, you can make contact, even the Antarctic Ocean. So I was never be alone. So once you get on the land, I can make friends, new friends in the marina. And they help me repairing the yacht, or purchasing parts, or buying groceries. Even I left them, in some way or another, I'll keep the contact with them. Because there's a saying, we say, in the ocean you always face death. You never know that you can meet them again. Since I started to sail in the open ocean 26 years ago, I have been everywhere, and I have many long-time friends and host families. I've been keep contact with them. So even though I go abroad, I'm not worried too much, because of friends, through the sailing, we have a strong bond, a strong friendship. And I was on the Singlehanded circumnavigation for 3 times, and I have lost several friends who did the same journey. And I felt very sorry when I heard the news. But it always comes with adventure. So what is adventure anyway? Japanese often say, coming home safely is most important. But I don't agree with it at all. Because just write the adventure in Japanese character. And if you read 2 Chinese characters in adverse order, you understand what I mean. They mean taking risks to go on adventure. If you are determined to come home, this is just other games. When I leave a port, I risk my life, and I know that I may not come back. This is what adventure is. In the last sailing, 9 days before returning to Ogasawara, the engine, battery, generator, they're all damaged. And nautical instrument, autopilot system were not working. And no light was available. In such situation, I had only 2-hour nap a day, and I stopped the yacht at midnight, and I took 2-hour nap on a navigation chair, and at 2:30 I woke up and started to sail from 3 o'clock in the morning. And the 9th days, after repeating that, I reached Ogasawara Island. And I noticed that recently the ocean was being contaminated. Please keep it clean. As I said, the ocean is a mother nature for all living creatures. From my experience in my life, I like to share some things. First of all, keep fighting with a challenging spirit and enter unknown world. Many Japanese don't do this. And secondly, don't ever give up. Even though you face any kind of hardship, you have to go through, you have to stand up and keep fighting till the end. Thirdly, please protect the ocean. As I said, a countless number of creatures living there. And this is my short story. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention.